Yeah, I thought we battled. I think our guys were, proved that they belong here, proved that they belong at this level. I think there's a lot of doubters, a lot of people out there that did not believe we belong here, and I think at the same point in time, we knew we did. And these guys will battle and play 60 minutes with anybody, doesn't matter who it is, and I think we certainly had a lot of good momentum. I think there was a lot, we were adversity in the beginning of that game. There was a lot that started to kind of go against us with a bunch of stuff, but they just stayed the course, they battled, and then coming out of that break, we felt great about our play selection, and just came up a little bit short.
Matt, coming out of that weather delay, the first play, did you just see kind of like clear sailing to the end zone?
Yeah, we just had got in motion, and the field was open, and just took advantage of it.
Did you think you were going to get there before?
Thought so, and the line got me.
Did you realize you stepped out right away, or was it just?
Yeah, I knew I was on right on the edge of it, but I was going to try and lean in a little bit more, but I thought I had a little more space than I did, and just set that up.
It was a long delay. What went on in the locker room, and how did you kind of just handle the not
yeah, we were
really
there
knowing what was
before.
going
Yeah,
on?
if you remember, we were there before. It's something that we actually practiced,
Mm-hmm.
and we take TV timeouts. We try to do lightning delays. We try to do everything we can, right, to make sure that we're prepared for all of it. And I thought that our guys did a great job. They stayed nice and loose. We got great updates all the way through, and we just kept everybody nice and loose, and knew we were going back out there. We knew we practice these situations all the time. 158, one timeout, down by 3. We were ready to go.
It seemed like you had momentum before the delay. Did you feel like you still had it when you came back out?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the fans honestly really gave us that energy. Just seeing us come out there and seeing the students, just seeing what BC had compared to what we had was just unbelievable, and it just made it really exciting.
What happened on the play? Did he get you from behind?
Yeah, he just made a good tackle and just had one hand on the ball and lost it.
Jake, we want to talk a little bit about the defense. You guys, second half, played much better. Obviously, at halftime, you guys made some good adjustments. Just talk about the play of the defense in the second half and what was different for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, it was really inspiring. I think, the last 2 games we've been in, we've gone into halftime, leaving a lot on the field, and then played a much better second half. So look forward to, working this week to, start faster on the defensive side of the ball and put together 2 halves, because, we're playing completely 2 different brands of football. Like I think they were 4 for 4 scoring in the first half and 4 other drives. In the second half, you hold them 7 points, but you can't start like that. You can't, put this team in position that way defensively. So, we got to be better next week.
Jordan, what was the mood of the team all week? Coming in, like Coach said, you proved you belonged here today. Did you guys think you belonged here when coming into this?
Absolutely. We played in big games before versus some really good teams. This was just another one of those. BC is a great opponent, but the coaches, veteran guys like Jake and Matt, just kind of giving us that confidence throughout the week to the point where we show up here and we feel like we belong here. We feel like very comfortable here, and I think it showed for the most part today.
Coach, I know a lot of people, you mentioned earlier, a lot of people question whether you belong here. We know you belong here because we know how good you guys are. But the veteran leadership in this locker room, your leadership and then the players, how much is it going to help moving forward now you get another tough test next week at Yale?
It's a very, very tough test next week. Yeah, so I think it's going to help. We're just going to continue to build each and every week and do a great job. I'd just like to also say during that break, the way our entire staff was working, the way Alicia was working on these guys to get them prepared, the way every single person, our athletic directors, our deputy athletic director back there, every single person was all hands on deck trying to make sure we came out and we won the delay. And I think we did that. We came out and we were ready to roll, right? So I think all of those experiences, whatever adversity it is, we're going to dominate it, right? And that's what these guys are very, very good at. Regardless of the situation, the score, it's irrelevant. Everybody that touches the program is giving all they got. And I think that leadership, we're going to need a whole lot of it going into this week, because this, again, is a very, very good football team that we're about to play. And, again, we just got to make sure that we start a little bit faster, both sides.
Coach, you said you got good delays, good updates on the delays, let me correct myself. What were they telling you as far as, is it 30 minutes, you're going to go out, stretch?
Yeah, I think it's a lightning strike in 40 minutes.
Okay.
I think after a lightning strike is what I think it is. So once you see one of those within 7 miles, I think then you're just stuck for another 40 minutes. So it'll be at 5 o'clock, we're going to have another update. That was the last one we got to, is at 5 o'clock, and they said, year ago at 5:15. So we had 10 minutes to stretch, and then we're ready to roll.
So there was no jeopardy of them saying, you know, you've got 3 hours,
No.
that's it, if this doesn't.
No,
Okay.
no.
Any more questions from the student athletes? Any more questions for Coach?
I'm just gonna say, guys, how do you, you're, as I mentioned earlier, you're a veteran bunch. You're gonna move forward. I mean, 24-hour rule apply now. It's, you know what, you get this one out of your system and it's on to Yale.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that, these guys will spend some time together this evening, spend some time with their families. Again, the crowd that was here and the support from our student body and everybody was just overwhelming. It was awesome. So I think just spend their evening with their families, and then we're right back to work tomorrow. We have practice, we have lift, we have all that stuff. So right back at it.